history, there are not many people who has actually achieved, started a mission at the age of 70 and achieved it. Even according to the Forbes, Prabhupada falls in the list. That someone has embarked on a mission at the age of 70 and achieved a worldwide, success. But not many companies or whatever embarked, missions others have started, they didn't succeed as that Prabhupada has achieved. In a sense, everyone was paying to become to expand their mission, and that was all not voluntary. But here, Prabhupada is completely voluntary. No one is getting paid, and everyone is actually sacrificing their life. That's the reason he's going strong. Every year and year, it goes going strong and strong, and it is impossible mission. It is not impossible to stop this mission, and even in terms of when you compare in the material sense, it is very difficult to measure the success of Srila Prabhupada, how he has achieved it. Other categories are not even comparable to him, his achievements. And other one is I was hearing to the one of the Prabhupada disciples realization he was sharing. He was telling one quote na bhuto na bhavishyati. Which is this kind of movement has never started and will never start in the future as well. What Prabhupada has achieved, which is Prabhupada started a mission in a place where he doesn't belong to, where he's actually reaching out to the people. The age also doesn't is not same, and the culture is different, language is different, everything is different. Even in that place, he has actually started a mission. When we compare to Islam or Christianity, they started their mission in the same place with their own relatives or friends, their community, their language, everything is same. And it is easy to start. But here, Prabhupada is completely unique. He started in a place where it is completely impossible to start, which he is going to start. But he has achieved it, and it is worldwide. And everyone is accepting as well. Not only the people who falls into the category of same belief system or faith, whatever it is, but everyone is appreciating and getting benefit out of Srila Prabhupada's mission. And other one is yesterday I was actually praying to Srila Prabhupada in the manner which I was sharing yesterday, Mataji, which touched my heart actually. Prabhupada reciprocates so easily, so instantly, which we heard about one of the pastimes in Russia, that one of the devotees was actually praying when they were tortured in the KGB place camp, and he was actually praying to everyone. But at last, when he was praying to Srila Prabhupada, he was actually relieved from that torture. So he reciprocates so instantly. It's very easy to approach the Lord through Prabhupada for us. So yesterday we were in the queue in the manor, and I was telling the kids now we are going to the temple room. So we should first see Prabhupada and seek his blessings, and then go to Radha Gokulananda. We are at the steps place when Prabhupada's quarters. And at that time, when I just said and turned right side, when Prabhupada is actually waiting, devotees are holding Prabhupada near the steps. I thought how we should go to Prabhupada. Prabhupada is actually coming to coming towards us to give the mercy. I felt so happy. We all touched Prabhupada's feet, lotus feet, and the paid obeisances there only. So it was. I felt so happy, how Prabhupada reciprocates even to the smallest of the wishes. But he has come to give the mercy not only to us, to all over the world, and he is the one who is liberating the whole world. Who is a Senapati Bhakta of Srila Prabhupada. And later on, when I was all of a sudden I went to I took them to toilet, the kids. And then when Mataji came, Prabhu would like to offer offer flowers to Srila Prabhupada. I thought, we got an opportunity. So Mataji, I was not in a mood, I was not even thinking, to offer flowers. But Prabhupada himself, gave that opportunity for me through this Mataji. And we all went, three of us went inside and offered flowers to Srila Prabhupada. So he's so merciful, we can't even compare how much merciful he is. He is ready to give. He's giving so much to us. It's just we need to take the opportunity and grab it and move forward in his service and please him. and his mission. So I was very fortunate to be uh, in this mission of Srila Prabhupada. At least do a little bit of service. I'm sure I'm not pleasing him as you would expect, but I'm taking uh, more than anything. But I would like to please Srila Prabhupada by following his instructions as sincerely as possible. I pray to Srila Prabhupada to forgive me for any offenses or anything that I've committed knowingly or unknowingly, and pray and beg for his mercy and strength so that I can preach nicely and please him as it pleases to him. Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, wonderful Prabhu. Thank you so much. Yes, this reminds me of one thing is like, they say that Srila Prabhupada being a spiritual grandfather is more liberal and more, more merciful than the father. They say the grandfather is more merciful than the father. And we see that get loads and loads of mercy of Srila Prabhupada when we really pray to him, the reciprocation. The same thing happened to me in Mayapur when I went one few years back. We planned to stay and then go around and see many places. It was me and Prabhu and not many devotees that particular time. And then that particular year when I went, I fell sick, and the very first day itself, and then I was thinking there are not many doctors are there, what to do, and then the whole plan of everything will get disturbed. So we went to Srila Prabhupada's Bhajan Kutter. Near to that place, we thought, okay, we'll try if any doctors are there. So when we went there, there was only one doctor there. It was almost night. Everything was closed, but Mercy of Prabhupada, one doctor was there. So I was praying to Srila Prabhupada, that we just landed, and we have so much, plans to, serve here and do, take, see, meet devotees and all that. But this is a situation. And then the doctor, when he gave me a medicine, he said, this medicine is one of the medicine given by Srila Prabhupada to his disciples. I was like, I forgot the name. But then he said, Mataji, this should work. Try and see for a day. I took that particular night, and that's it. The next day, I was like magically kind of, and I had a wonderful time that year, in the Dham. So it's like really even simple things to see to a major kind of decision. And even when we go through a really very difficult and challenging situations, we see the warmth of Srila Prabhupada when we pray to him, how he actually gives us that comfort by engaging us in services whereby we can come out of that kind of challenging situation. We will forget what we have gone through, so like that, we see many experiences, how Srila Prabhupada's hand is there as a spiritual grandfather, always extending, to help us and to uplift us. Yeah, it's truly very wonderful. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for sharing. Hare Krishna. So we request Rasana Gopal, Prabhu.
Krishna Bhai.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. You okay, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji. I was just noting the points before I forget. That's why I asked. Sorry, Mataji.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, thank you. Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
for this. Thank you. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasha Deshatarine. Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my humble obeisances to your lotus feet. Thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada, for giving us access to Krishna conscious journey. Thank you for letting us know who Krishna is and how to worship him and how to know more about him through various scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. Thank you, Prabhupada, for knowing us, for giving us this valuable access to the dhams like Vrindavan, Mathura, Jagannath, Puri Dham, Dwaraka, and many other places. And thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for allowing us or teaching us how to worship the Lord, how to bathe the Lord, how to offer to the Lord, and how important it is to honor the prasadam. Because before this, we didn't even know what prasadam was. So, but because of your causeless mercy, we were able to know how important it is honoring prasadam. Thank you very much, Prabhupada, for teaching us cleanliness and punctuality, how important they are in our life. As a matter of fact, in any life, spiritual or material, how punctuality and cleanliness plays a bigger role. And thank you for being an inspiration, even after so many years, inspiring each and every devotee to take up this human life, very, very serious, and have a goal in life to attain the supreme. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for imbibing the enthusiasm in each and every devotee to constantly do this, take up this instead of ad hocly, continuously maintain that enthusiasm. And also, Prabhupada, thank you very much for teaching us how to face struggles in our life, how to not get distracted by them, not to get demotivated by them. We can remember many of the examples which we saw the pastimes from disciples, your disciples. We were really inspired by the initial preaching what was carried out in Russia when devotees were literally didn't have access to books because of the communism, everything. It was not allowed, but still the devotees, because of your inspiration, they took that thing, struggle. Even I read in some of the articles when devotees were carrying the papers of Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita and teaching people, or inspiring people to know about that. So compared to their struggle, what I'm going through is nothing. So thank you very much, Sri Prabhupada, for allowing us how important is this moment and process, and what should one play, what should be one's role in taking this moment forward. And even today, very coincidentally, one of the devotee from East London Yatra, he went to New York, and he was sharing some of the pictures of the first center, the Second Avenue. I was really touched. In fact, we would have access to some of the photos and videos, and even we could get to see the park on which the first Sankirtan movement was carried out. So it was really it was like a alarming for me as well. Sometimes we do forget in our life because of so many things happening around, but it was again a reminder for me how important is this moment, and it was very, very inspiring. And also, Prabhupada, with your blessings and with your with our spiritual master blessings and all senior Vaishnavas, we are able to, we are trying to follow your footsteps of taking this moment through preaching, through inspiring devotees, and take up this Krishna conscious journey seriously. So thank Shri Prabhupada. We need your blessings. We need your prayers. I know, though physically you're not around, we are always with us through lectures, through books. You're always with us, Prabhupada. But we definitely need your blessings. Uh, just yesterday, I was attending the Vyas Puja ceremony in Soho Temple. It's been a long time. I never attended physically as such in the temple. But today, I went for some other. Yesterday, I went for some other service. But maybe Krishna's mer's plan was there. I don't know. Devotees' prayers was there. I was able to sit in the Vyas Puja ceremony yesterday, and I was so much touched by the senior disciples of you sharing this wonderful glories of you. And it was really, really touching when they were sharing many, many pastimes related to you, Prabhupada. It was, I really felt very blessed being a part of the Vyas Puja offering yesterday amongst all the senior disciples and all the Vaishnavas. So it was very, very glorious. And one thing, Prabhupada, I really want to carry out till my end of my life was the cooperation amongst the devotees, because we see many places you're mentioning about how should we one should how one should serve cooperatively to achieve the higher purpose. We might have many differences, we might have some of your differences amongst us, but keeping them aside and working for a higher goal, we really want to imbibe that quality. I remember even in the last moments of your journey, also you were mentioning about cooperating amongst devotees, how together we should work. So we just want to imbibe that, and on that basis, Prabhupada, I was checking the shastras also, where in Srimad Bhagavatam I found in Canto 4 and chapter 30, verse 8, how Supreme Lord Krishna was saying to he was saying, "My dear sons of the king, I'm very much pleased by the friendly relationships amongst you. All of you are engaged in the one occupational devotional service. I'm so pleased with your mutual friendship that I wish all the good fortune. Now you may ask a benediction of me." So I think this was mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. That reminds again how Krishna also was so much inspire so much, so much like the quality of devotees working cooperatively, having their friend relationships. So thank you very much, Prabhupada. On that note, we really want to imbibe that quality and enthusiasm. We want to work hard for your sleepless nights, what you spent for all of us, and you want to share this Krishna conscious journey amongst many, many new souls waiting out there in the outside world. So, Prabhupada, finally, thank you very much for giving this opportunity. And please bless us and be always with us, guiding at all the moments and inspiring us whenever we fall down through the devotees, reminding us through the devotees, and make us a part of your movement. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Rasana Prabhu. We request now Yasashwini. She likes to share. Even the children want to share. That is really wonderful. So would request Yasashwini, if you are ready, you can share.
Share, please. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Can I share, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, 1 minute. Yasashwini wants to share. Is that okay?
Yeah.
After that you can. Yeah, after that you can do. Rasraj Prabhu, is it okay for Yasashwini to share now or Hare Krishna? Rasraj Prabhu?
Indra?
Is Rasraj Prabhu available? Yasashwini wants to share now or little later?
We'll share. Sorry, I was speaking on a different phone. Could not.
Okay, she
Yes.
will share. Okay, fine. Thank you. Yeah.
Number 1.
We can spotlight her.
Mataji, thank you.
Mhm.
Srila Prabhupada traveled number 1. Srila Prabhupada traveled all over the world 14 times when he was very old. Srila Prabhupada wrote 80 books. For example, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Mhm.
Prabhupada gave the Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and opened 180 temples in the world. Srila Prabhupada made thousands and thousands of devotees. Srila Prabhupada gave us many festivals like Rath Yatra, Snana Yatra, Balaram Jayanti, Janmashtami, Pani Hati. Number 7. Srila Prabhupada gave us Radha Landanishwara from Soho, Radha Gokulananda from Mana, and places like Mayapur and Vrindavan. Please bless me, Srila Prabhupada.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. That's wonderful. Yes. It's very important. Children in this age, they could appreciate. Then they will get loads of blessings to go move, grow forward. Thank you,
Yes,
Yasashwini.
telling me the points, mother. I'm just making a note of points, what she wants to share.
Okay. Very nice. Really appreciate that. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you, Yasashwini. Hari Bol. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we request Kusma Modadani Mataji could share.
Hare Krishna. Om Gyanatimirandhyasa Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasme Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Maha. Sorry. Sorry. Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada, you are a spiritual father. Like a normal father who thinks of his children's future, that they should not have the same hardships as the father suffered. You've given us everything so that, sorry, I'll start again. Srila Prabhupada, you are our spiritual father, like a noble father who thinks of his children's future, that they should not have the same hardships as the Father suffered. You've given us everything so that we can have a peaceful life. You've given us spiritual knowledge, taken the pain of only sleeping 2 hours a night, and did word for word translations so we can understand the scriptures. We were burning in the material existence, but you have opened our eyes so that we can understand spiritual knowledge, and you made our life very happy. There's no need for us to speculate or interpret anything. We simply need to repeat what you say. By following your words, even our material life improves because we don't waste our time and money doing sense gratification things like eating in restaurants and going to cinemas. Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you. Thank you for everything you do for us. Even at the moment, I am in New Mayapur, and I have met many of your disciples. And I went to one disciple of yours house today, and you write in Srimad Bhagavatam about building houses with cow dung, and I've actually seen one of your disciples has built a house such as that. And just by following everything you've said and putting into practice, our life has become glorious and we don't lack anything. So thank you, Srila Prabhupada. Please bless us. You said you'll build a house. You built a house where all people of all nations can come together. And I'm in New Mayapur. I did not know anyone when I came here, but I've been made feel very welcome, and I have been able to participate on all the festivals and also be able to share the knowledge you've given us with newcomers. So please continue to bless us, especially in East London. You have really blessed us. We have so many devotees within our neighborhood, and we can all help each other. Even I had a realization that when we say Vanchakalpatra Supyascha Kripa Sindhuvevacha Patitanam Pavinebhyo Vaishnavavinoha, that when we fall down, you created a community for us that to help us pick us up so that we don't go down and get depressed. But there are devotees around us who can pick us up and keep us on the path of Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada, please forgive me of all the offenses I commit regularly, but please overlook them and help me to make my life successful in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada.
Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you,
Yeah.
Mataji. Thank you for sharing all the way from New Mayapur. Thank you so much. And then we have Shilpi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, the pronouns. Hare Krishna, everyone. What can I say about Srila Prabhupada? I've just come back from Jagannath Puri and Vrindavan Dham, and that's all thanks to Srila Prabhupada. I wouldn't start there because if I start that, I wouldn't end today. That would be for another day. But my journey started when I got married and came here. We used to visit Manna. And at that time, I didn't had very high opinion about, sadhus coming from India, where every month you'll see a scandal, about sadhus. So I used to think, why Prabhupada is sitting there? Why have they put him there? So I had no, but he's so merciful. Year after year, he kept calling me. He didn't get offended, but he just kept calling me back. I was having prasadam. I used to really like visiting Manor, and we used to celebrate all festivals there. And it was so nice, that vibe there. You just feel so good going there. And then finally, I came across these classes. I attended your classes, and that was the biggest blessing that Prabhupada gave me. And when I started, I never, I just thought I'll be doing my ironing and listening parallelly. But not one day I touched that ironing. In fact, I grabbed whatever piece of paper I had, and I liked it so much. I used to start writing whatever I heard from you, and it was amazing. And then I wanted to know more. And then I was searching online to hear more. And there were lots of, sadhus again, because I was skeptical at that time. So Prabhupada then sent me Amrendra Prabhu, his grains Amrendra Prabhu, and I started listening to him. And once you listen to him, you just fall in love with Krishna. And I started Ekadashi listening to him. And then I wanted to know more about Krishna. And I said to Krishna, I don't know anything about you, Krishna. And then he sent Srimad Bhagavatam in my life. I went on Janmashtami one day and I just got Srimad Bhagavatam and I started reading that. That's like biggest gift to me from Srila Prabhupada. That's just amazing. I just absolutely love reading that. And now, that I've established that relationship with Prabhupada. Initially, it was with Krishna, and slowly, then now it's with more with Srila Prabhupada. He's guiding me like a grandchild, really. Like, he's looking after me like a grandchild. He listens and he responds, and I could feel his responses. He responds, and he's really taking care of me right now, really lovingly, just like a grandfather would do. So it's really, really amazing feeling. And we would go for Mangala Aarti every day in Vrindavan. And I was missing like by 5 minutes. I'll miss the beginning one. And I said to him one night before that, oh, tomorrow I really need to attend, full Aarti. I haven't attended yet. And next morning, miraculously, I woke up same time. Everything happened same. But when I reached, the darshan hasn't opened, the gate, so I could really stand in front, and they opened right in front of me. I could attend the whole aarti. So that was just so miraculous, how he responds. And every morning, then we would sit in the Samadhi Mandir and chant there. And on the last day, then we went to his his rooms, and so I was chanting there, and I was halfway through, and then tears were just pouring and I could not stop. And that was the real offering to him. It's words cannot express what he's done. He's totally changed my life, and he's changed my bucket list. Now my brother was saying, if you're going with your mom, it has to be a temple. And it's like all these dhams that I'm able to visit. It's all Srila Prabhupada's mercy, and it's just really, really amazing. I used to always feel I don't belong to this world before joining here, and then he put me in the right place where I actually wanted to be. So I feel really blissful. I'm really, really grateful. It's a very small word. Like I said, words can't depict. So I'm very, very grateful to him. And I hope that he gives me this strength, that I continue in this journey, and I'm able to progress the way he wants me to. I know he wants me to do certain things, and he's helping me, he's guiding me. And I pray that he continues that, and I get always remain in your association and an association of devotees. And I seek forgiveness from anyone I may have offended. And just Srila Prabhupada ki jai. What else can I say?
Jai. Jai, that's wonderful. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Very nice. Wonderful, Mataji. You're also taking part in book distribution. Very pleasing to Prabhupada. Thank you so much for the wonderful offering.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna. Thank you. So we request now Aditi.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So I didn't know this was happening. Like we needed to tell offerings, so I just wrote down some points. So Hare Krishna, please accept my respectful obeisances, dear Srila Prabhupada. So first of all, I would like to say Happy Krishna Conscious Appearance Day, because it was yesterday, but I'm giving the offering today. Thank you for um, all the opportunities, Srila Prabhupada, that you have given all of us, and especially me, to grow in Krishna consciousness. The first thing that I would like to highlight is that you taught us to fight the battle within, which is so very important. We all, especially talking about my age group, youth people, we all are battling within our own selves. Outside battles are second thing, but the first battle that we all face as youths, because of people's expectations, society, this and that, is a battle that is within the mind, me expecting something from myself, and you are the one who taught us to fight the battle within. So thank you so much, Srila Prabhupada, for that. And I would say that the art of fighting the battle within it becomes very easy if we take shelter of your books. Your books have got answer to every question. Whenever I have any question, and even if I'm reading your books in sequence, in series, like in the same sequence that I should read, still, if I have question today, tomorrow you're giving answers. So when I used to not read your books, or when I was not regular reading your books, I used to actually think, how do devotees say that you speak through books? But then when I started reading your books, or when I started reading your books, and when I have questions, then I read your books again over the day. So I see that you are actually answering questions through your books, and that's why I remember one. A reporter asked you what will happen after you leave this world. You said that I will never die, because whatever I had to say, I said in the books. And that I can really feel. But in this offering today, I also want to share some weakness that I have, and I want mercy from you. And the first is that please help me develop taste in reading your books. Your books are amazing. It answers my question. But the biggest problem that I have is to take your book and start reading. Once I sit with your book, then there's no problem. But my mind always asks me to postpone reading your books, and the day ends postponing, and then the postponing goes to the next day. So, Srila Prabhupada, this is the first mercy that I want from you, is that please allow me not to keep postponing the activity of reading your books, because I heard from many senior devotees, and one of them is like, I heard from Amok Leela Prabhu. He says that those who are not reading your books are missing something very special. And I don't want to do that. So, Srila Prabhupada, please empower me that I can at least do regular study, at least consistently, some minutes at least every day. And every time I know something more about Krishna consciousness, I see that you are so intelligent, Srila Prabhupada. Like it is said that Brahma's whole body is made of intelligence, but it is also you after Brahma who should be someone like that, because you didn't even keep any loophole for me to escape Krishna consciousness. That is the biggest thing, because you brought up this Krishna consciousness movement 50 years ago. It was the time when you left, but even before that you brought up the Krishna consciousness movement, and still you installed the Krishna consciousness movement in a way that people like of my generation also don't have any reasons to say, oh, this is the reason I couldn't become Krishna conscious. So you are supremely intelligent, Srila Prabhupada. So um, this is one of the things that I admire, that like how can not someone call you a powerful empowered acharya when you have practically jotted down every single way of you. Basically there's no way I can say that because of this reason I didn't become Krishna conscious. So before moving forward, I would like to also say that Srila Prabhupada, your beauty is amazing. I was hearing in one of your pastimes where you were talking to one of the devotees, and to one of the devotees you had revealed your spiritual form. The devotee saw your spiritual form in his dreams, and then he comes to you and said, Prabhupada, why didn't you bring that spiritual form? Why didn't you come in that spiritual form of yours? That time you replied saying that I didn't come in my that spiritual form because then people would have been attracted by my beauty. And I didn't want to attract people by my beauty, but I wanted to attract people by philosophy. And that's why I came in the body of this old man. But truly speaking, Srila Prabhupada, you still look amazing. You have you are internally, of course, your heart is beautiful. You are an acharya, but you are externally, you are so amazing that I remember I was hearing once upon a time in America, you were giving a lecture, and in that lecture, one lady stood up and she said, Srila Prabhupada, I love you. Will you marry me? But you were so much fixed up. You are always, as always, you are so much fixed up in Krishna consciousness that you said, I have given up this householder life, and now I have taken the order of the life of the renounced order of life. So, uh, so you replied by saying, my dear daughter, I have given up this householder life, and I have taken up the renounced order of life. You also please kindly take up to Krishna consciousness. The amount of patience that you have, and the amount of and the way you are not at all attached to this material world is something that it's another thing that I admire. Another thing that I admire from you is sometimes I personally also, I sometimes get distracted by the creation of Krishna, or let's say Brahma, whatever he created, nature, this, that, people. But then I remember one pastime of yours where you were sitting on flight and your disciple was sitting on the window seat, and your disciple said, Srila Prabhupada, see this mountain from top looks so beautiful. And you said, yes, this looks beautiful, but as beautiful as hell. So each pastime of yours makes us remember that no, we deserve something better. We all deserve something better, and that is the place, the spiritual world. So thank you so much for making us remember this through every pastime of yours, and making it so easy. Because I recently I went to some place, and then I was hearing some people who were not from ours, who didn't know philosophy that you taught. They were just speaking about scriptures, and they were speaking about Bhagavatam. And as I was hearing them, I was so upset, and in one sense, I was literally angry, because I was thinking, why is this person cheating everyone? Why is this person speaking about impersonalism from Bhagavatam? How can he even do that? I was so angry on that person. How can he even speak about impersonalism from Srimad Bhagavatam? And he was saying pastimes. And some of the pastimes I knew what purpose you gave it to, but I couldn't say because he was the speaker, and he was just making it so complex. I was very angry, and I felt like he's cheating everyone, single people sitting in the forum, and he's asking everyone to ask everything from God, instead of having the thought that we should have no desire except the happiness of Krishna. So then, and he was not even describing that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. He was saying Krishna is the incarnation of Lord Vishnu. I was so angry, Srila Prabhupada, that I came I came back and I shared this with one of the devotees, and that devotee, he actually gave me such a statement which was alarming for me, because that devotee, he told me, you are thinking right. He is not describing Bhagavatam in the right way. But think, even he doesn't know. That's why he's not able to describe. For him, this is Bhagavatam. He has dedicated 40 years of his life preaching impersonalism through Srimad Bhagavatam, because he has not been touched by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavatam. So we should not be angry on him, because when he doesn't know what he is doing, according to him, what he is doing is right. That's when Srila Prabhupada, I was shocked, and I felt like, oh, how much there is need for every devotee, and personally me also, how much should I become a good devotee in future, so that I be able to preach. There are so many people in this world still who are bereft of your mercy, because of me, because I don't go out for book distribution, because I don't go out for book distribution in my free time. I do everything else, but I don't go out for book distribution. I don't think about how can I apply your philosophy in my life practically, that can make me a powerful preacher. But if I do that, then someday, some time will come when everyone is touched by your mercy. And therefore, instead of thinking why someone is cheating other, I should think, why am I not able to give your mercy? So, like, yes, I know that you have given me something which is precious and priceless, but this incident actually taught me how whatever you have given me is priceless. But the ultimate joke is that after all these things, after some time, I feel like my mind will make me forget all of this. So mind is very like it's a very It's a very big enemy, and it makes me forget of your mercy, your priceless contributions. I know that you have done priceless contribution, and I realize it time after time. I'm living by mercy of devotee of yours, but I forget it because my mind makes me do it, and then I'm nowhere. I'm useless. I was just thinking that what made me, why did you still keep me in your movement? What have I done? I have done nothing, but why still have you kept me in your movement? Is because of one. Then I heard another pastime where Amoglila Prabhu says, he said that there was once when one disciple of yours came to you and said, Srila Prabhupada, this devotee is useless. And then you said, he's not useless, just for now, use him less. He's not useless. And later on, that devotee made amazing contributions to your movement. So I feel like this is what you're doing with me. You have kept me, although I'm useless, but you're trying to use me little here and there, so that one day you can use me fully in your service. So I really request to Srila Prabhupada that however I am, please keep me at your lotus feet. I know I'm a little bit crazy. I have like thoughts that I don't know. So I'm a bit crazy. I don't know whatever I am, but thank you so much for being so encouraging through your devotees, through your books, through your lectures. Please always keep me at your lotus feet. And this is one of my dreams to to build you temples. So please kindly empower me to do that. That may I be able to build you temples. May I be able to design you temples. And one last thing with which I would like to finish for today's this year's offering is that Srila Prabhupada. I was hearing that there's one devotee. He wanted to become a very powerful preacher, and he wanted to become very powerful preacher. And what he did to become a powerful preacher is he used to wake up early in the morning, chant his rounds, sitting in front of you with tears in his eyes. For some months or some 1 or 2 years, he did like that, and then he became such an amazing preacher, so powerful preacher, that he was the head preacher in the jail department of one of the temples. And those prison where he went and preached, those prisoners, those criminals and murderers came out of prison after their tenure was done, and those people who were criminals earlier, they got initiated and they became full-time devotees just by preaching of that devotee who cried, sat in front of you, cried and chanted in front of you. But as a conditioned soul, my eyes are like desert, so I don't have tears in eyes. That is one problem of me. So I cannot cry and chant in front of you, but please take my kirtan as a begging to you that I want to contribute something to your movement. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada. Thank you.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you for your heartfelt homages. Homage to Srila Prabhupada. We request, Arunambar Prabhu is there? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Sorry, I haven't prepared so much, Mataji, but I Namam Vishnupadaya Krishnapastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Taramane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyamadi Paschata Deshtaran. I wanted to thank Srila Prabhupada so much for coming into my life in the form of devotees, and making me aware by his devotees books, like Science of Self-Realization, starting with that gave me a purpose of life. And before getting in touch with Srila Prabhupada through his devotees, I was completely a different person with every bad habit in the world that is existing. But Srila Prabhupada has kindly has come to me in the form of devotees, in the form of his books, to give me that higher taste to leave all the bad habits one by one. For that, I would like to thank him so much for changing my life and making my quality of life improve. And then as I'm growing more interested in Srila Prabhupada, actually I didn't come into Krishna consciousness with the love on Krishna, but I know Krishna as God, but I didn't love him so much. Just because after reading Srila Prabhupada Leelamrita, with his love, how much he sacrificed, how much endurance he had to go through, just for Krishna, it made me feel like Srila Prabhupada has done so much. He's gone through so much to change the whole world. I felt like I should at least change myself. So for being there and for doing all those things, for giving us inspiration, I would like to thank him so much. And thank you so much for giving us the morning program as well, where we can engage our time in serving the deities, chanting, and doing all the spiritual activities rather than sleeping late in the bed, which I used to do in my past in my past in my past time. So that has changed me so much as well. And I would like to thank Srila Prabhupada for giving us Shiksha Gurus who patiently always been there and guiding us, answering all the questions and putting us in the right path. And I would like to thank Srila Prabhupada also for giving us our Guru Maharaj, who out of compassion, without having any qualifications, accepted me into the line of disciplic succession. For that, I'm eternally grateful. And yeah, but I would like to, I'm still, with so many shortcomings, very fallen. And by Srila Prabhupada's mercy only, I'm trying to still get better day by day. So, and I would like to pray that one day I'll be able to give a little bit of gratitude and servitude back to Srila Prabhupada, and then fulfill my life. Thank you so much, Prabhupada. Thank you. Hare
Srila
Krishna.
Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you,
Jai.
Prabhu, for your offering. Mataji, is there Sulochana Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Right.
Mataji, she's saying that is it okay if she can do after some more devotees?
Yeah, okay. Varsana Kishori Mataji? Yeah, that's fine. Varsana Kishori Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, then with pranams.
Nana pranams, yes, Mataji.
Can you hear me, Mataji?
Yeah, fine. I can hear.
Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine. My dear spiritual grandfather Srila Prabhupada, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. On this holy day of your Vyas Puja, I would like to express my sincere gratitude for all your selfless efforts that you have done to build this Krishna conscious society. In the heart of this foreign land, only and only with your books and your classes, we could start our journey towards Krishna consciousness, spiritual journey towards Krishna consciousness. You have given the most precious gift of the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to hundreds and thousands of souls. You have given us morning programs, you have given us sadhana, kirtan, prasadam, but above all, you have given us the Guru Bhakti, which is really exemplary for all of us. At the age of 70, leaving all the comforts and traveling to Western country with 2 heart attacks shows your dedication towards serving your Gurudev. Who else could turn all these hippies to monks? only you, Srila Prabhupada. Words are not enough to thank you for all the festivals that you have given us, that we celebrate in this foreign land, whether it is Snan Yatra, whether it is Rath Yatra, Krishna's birthday, or whether it is Balaram Jayanti, Julan Yatra. We celebrated all this festival only due to your mercy. Your ability to translate complex Vedic scriptures in simple language but effective manner has made accessible for all of us. Your each and every part is like a lifeline for all of us. Your determination and unflinching faith for Krishna has always inspired us to keep going in our spiritual path, even in this challenging situation. I pray on your lotus feet on this auspicious day that I can follow your footsteps and serve in your mission as a small soldier and become an instrument in your divine message spreading. Please accept my humble obeisances, Gurudev. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Vasana Mataji, for the nice homage. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, Karthik Prabhu. Karthik Prabhu, you would like to share something you have mentioned?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Little high volume.
Can you hear me, Mataji? No?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Yes, Mataji. I won't take much time, but just quick. Just a lot of glories of Srila Prabhupada, but just a couple of glories I can express now. One is analogy, Mataji. Prabhupada has given a lot of analogies in the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. And it's very simple and it's really amazing, Mataji. So everyone can understand. Because I am very poor with the English knowledge and things, but when I read Bhagavad Gita, these analogies are very easy for me to understand. And the second one is in the modern world, Mataji, there are a lot of if the children, toddlers, they always go with the parents because they were very young. But only in Prabhupada's mission only I have seen that family comes mainly the teenagers. I never see, I hardly see the teenagers comes with the parents for any, like even for like a movie or any lot of material things. They don't come together. But in Prabhupada mission, when you go to temple and you can see a lot of teenagers coming with their family. It's really amazing. Thank you so much for giving me.
Jai, wonderful. Yeah, you pointed out a very nice things, Prabhu. The books are full of analogies, illustrations. Anyone and everyone can understand that. And Prabhupada brings everyone into Krishna consciousness. Doesn't matter old, adult, young, teen, toddlers, everyone. So yeah, thank you so much for your offering. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Prabhu. Mataji, are you ready? Or Sulochana Mataji? Or shall we ask Ujjwala Mataji to share?
Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji, just 2 more minutes, Mataji.
No worries.
Sorry.
So Ujjwala Mataji will ask. Ujjwala Mataji?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you, Mataji,
Yeah,
for
Hare
this
Krishna.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's very special for me.
Uh-huh.
Vishnupadaya Krishna Pustaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine. I would like to express simply thank you or gratefulness won't be enough for myself to Srila Prabhupada, but still I'm really grateful Srila Prabhupada to giving me this wonderful Krishna conscious family and friends when we were I'm away from family, you know. And yes, definitely, I would like to share Srila Prabhupada's books are magic. Even I'm just giving my personal offering only that I never read with that sincere attitude. I read back in my young age, youth age, back in India, and I didn't even know that's it's Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita. When I came to London and joined Bhakti Vriksha and started learning about Srila Prabhupada. And I got some attachment. Even till date, I would say I got some attachment now to Krishna. But those days, I got at least attached to Srila Prabhupada's books and the way he was showing and caring. Earlier, it was hurting my ego, to be honest, when I used to read Prabhupada's book and say rascals. I would literally would like to talk to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, I'm not rascal. I'm good, I'm okay. But now I understood I am rascal. Like so egoistic, so foolish that cannot understand what Prabhupada meant, you know, that how much to progress. But still, even that in condition, Srila Prabhupada, as Shilpi Mataji mentioned, continuously showering mercy and blessings for little efforts, you know, that whatever efforts I was trying to do little with my limited knowledge, my capability, with all the hesitation in my mind, but Srila Prabhupada wonderfully reciprocate everything. When I got this, I'll back to reading first, that when I joined Bhakti Vriksha and I went back to India back in 2011, I guess, and I was telling my father that I want to read Bhagavad Gita again sincerely because I joined Bhakti Vriksha and we being encouraged to reading by you and Varvind Prabhu and all Bhakti Vriksha leaders. So my father said, yeah, you read it before. I said, no, I don't want your version or other version. I want read ISKCON Bhagavad Gita. And my father literally picked up the Bhagavad Gita as it is in Gujarati and gave me in my hand and he said, that was you read. I said, really? and and I was surprised, like, you know, when we distribute books nowadays, I'm not at all doing it, but we say, like, even if you read, forget about one shloka, you read one word of Srila Prabhupada books, Prabhupada will hold you. And I can really realize in my life, those days, like in my youth age, I got so many odd questions because of all circumstances in life, and I was trying to find out, and I couldn't actually read properly. I just, because what can you expect from a teen, like, who is so angry and so rebellious? I mean, I got some few philosophy and I just closed and kept it for years, you know, that is not my cup of tea. But when I joined Bhakti Vriksha and I started learning from a simple way of understanding, I really hooked up by Srila Prabhupada's philosophy. And not only philosophy, still now, like, Srila Prabhupada is real, like, I got chance to, like, as Kusuma Mata said, chance to, especially one of her disciple, her Grace Balagopal Mataji, she used to work for Govindas in Trust. And I met her so many times personally. And you know what we hear from, like, online offering from all Gurudevs or from whoever, but when you hear in person with someone who met Prabhupada and when they exchange, you can literally feel that they are linked with Srila Prabhupada, that how much caring and loving, yet simple, you know, though he's the, like, Jagat Guru, but he's so simple in his exchanges. Like, Mataji used to say how much practical advice he used to give to Matajis, how much love and care he used to share with all his disciples. And I always, you know, feel attached to that. And when we started, like, I don't know, maybe 3 years now, we got opportunity to start service at Soho Temple. And I was always thinking, like, okay, I can do cooking, I know my skill sets are that, but that time was not, I got initiation Brahman initiation, so I could only help and serve Arvind Prabhu and Yamuneshwari Mataji. But the first service I being offered is Srila Prabhupada's dressing. And that was like, I mean, it's mesmerizing. It just stuck in my head. Like when I used to dress Srila Prabhupada, I feel like, really? It's possible for me to touch him, to dress him. And like I can feel that, oh, if I like got wrong, I mean, I can feel Prabhupada will be angry. You stupid, you don't know, you're making me move like this. Put my dhoti properly or put my chadar properly. So it's really personal connection with Srila Prabhupada of mine. Like whenever you pray, he will definitely reciprocate, even though he's physically with not us, but with so many devotees. And it's guaranteed from my personal experience that he will stand by you strong, that because he's such not only Jagat Guru, that's why he called like Bhakti and Vedanta isn't so much of dedication. He teaches Bhakti, he gives us this all wonderful gems like his disciples amongst all our Gurudevs and all, which still I can pray, and if I get that connection and strength of Prabhupada, everybody can definitely, can get it by Prabhupada's mercy. So as much as I can express my gratitude, it won't be never enough for this lifetime. And but one last thing again, I mean, it will be endlessly, but when I read Prabhupada's biography, Your Well Wisher, I cannot remember many things, but I can remember his prayers always, where he says after 2 heart attack, just even though when I recall still those lines, I can like, how can one be like this? He just say, make me Katputli, in Hindi we say puppet, just do whatever you like to do with me. I mean, how can, like, when we say selflessly and tirelessly, and we sometimes we cannot understand until we feel that limitations for our body. Like, I'm not that old yet, but just serving in 2 days in festival, I get tired. And I feel like, oh my God, Krishna, Srila Prabhupada used to serve in his 70s, traveling, messaging, managing, cooking, all sort, how, I mean, that's how we called him, what we call Mataji, it's like avatar, Shakti Avesh avatar, right? Shakti Avesh.
Yeah.
He's the empowered one. And we could say that we are still the fortunate ones. We can have connection with his own disciple and his love and relationship they can share with us. So definitely anyone should not miss the chance to glorify and to express our gratitude towards Srila Prabhupada, who is always, like whether we do little or more, but he will definitely reciprocate our, little efforts. As I said, I'm not sure about Krishna, when and how we will get reciprocation, but Srila Prabhupada definitely reciprocates, So thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So nice, Mother. Thank you. Thank you for the offering from the heart. Thank you so much. We have Ram Prasad Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Prabhu, so kindly unmute, Prabhu.
Sorry, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for this wonderful opportunity, Mataji. Sorry, I would like to share few words, Mataji. So I wanted to share about the aspect of founder Acharya, where Prabhupada has written so many volumes of books, translating so many Sanskrit verses and word by word, and put so much of literature he translated as it is. Every moment of the book he was presenting as it is, following the parampara. That was very great. Um, and also, I just would like to quickly jump to so in ISKCON, everything we can make it as prasadam. However, I mean, just to compare, if we go to Tirupati, we get Tirupati laddu as prasadam, and we can't make it. But in but in ISKCON, we can make laddu and we can offer it to Krishna and we can make it prasadam. We can make pizza, make it a prasadam. We can make a party, singing, dancing. Everything is so much joyful, and everything is a kirtan party, and we serve the Lord with joy, enthusiasm, and the process is also very joyful. That's what I would like to share. There are so many lists in my point, but I don't want to take much of time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Prabhu. Ram Prasad Prabhu, thank you so much. So if Sulochana Mataji is ready, she can do, and then Pari is also there. So we'll end with that. Okay, yeah. Sulochana Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare-
So sorry for the delay, Mataji.
No problem, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Discusses between Bhavani Kacharya Nirvasesha and Nirvasesha. Hare Krishna, Dhanvat Pranam, everybody. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Shiva Prabhupada. I wasn't, I mean, I just prepared just few minutes ago, Mataji. So please forgive me if there is any, if there is anything that I is not right. But Srila Prabhupada, please accept my short and humble and insignificant offering for you. Srila Prabhupada, thank you would be a very small word, or a very it is not an enough word to express our gratitude. But still, thank you so much, Srila Prabhupada, for making a beggar like me very rich, very, very rich, that I did not even think I would be. Thank you so much, Srila Prabhupada, for guiding me in every situation in the form of your letters, or in form of your messages, or in form of the daily quotes. Whenever I'm stuck in a situation, whenever I'm confused, thank you so much for giving answer very soon. And you gave us so many things, Srila Prabhupada, but I don't think I'm doing any justice to your hard work. My biggest hurdle is reading books, Srila Prabhupada. So I kindly please ask you to please help me. Although I don't deserve your mercy, or I don't have any qualification, please help me read your books this time. And also, Srila Prabhupada, please forgive me, like if for many offenses that I'm doing on a daily basis. And thank you so much for tolerating my mistakes every day, and being very patient, and still being a father or grandfather to us, and guiding every day, even after making so many mistakes. Thank you so much, Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Pari, if you're available.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I'm actually going to be reading from my phone, so it won't be possible to show my whole face.
Okay, no worries.
Jai. Also, please excuse me for my voice. Singing for 2 days straight has been. My
Yeah.
voice is a little bit hoarse, but I'll try my best to read nicely. Dear Srila Prabhupada, Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshitarine. Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my most humble obeisances. All glories, all glories, all glories to you and your lotus feet. Truly, there is not enough time in minutes, days, years, decades, lifetimes, or yugas to offer and discuss your glories. Today, as I speak from my heart with only minutes of preparation, please forgive me for my offenses. It is said that once a Vaishnava enters your life, you have already attained Krishna. It is because of your grace and your grace only that any devotee has ever entered my life. It is impossible to assimilate your glories in a few minutes, but I will try my best to express some of my gratitude. Dear Srila Prabhupada, your mercy can never be weighed up. You truly are more merciful than the Lord himself. Krishna only went to Vrindavan, Mathura, and Dwarka to liberate the demons. Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he stayed within India to preach to the fallen. But you, Srila Prabhupada, you crossed the seas. Far and beyond anyone could go, you decided to go at the age of 69. Krishna only gives darshan at specific times of the day, but you are always there in the temple room, always open and visible for us to glance at when we are losing hope. It may be that Krishna sometimes rejects our service request, but you remember every prayer that we ever make and reciprocate accordingly. Oh, my dear teacher, you know my every struggle in life. I struggle to attentively chant my 16 rounds. I struggle to read and distribute your transcendental books. I struggle with my anarthas. I struggle in preaching to others. I struggle in devotional services. I struggle in my relationships. I struggle to wake up in the morning. I struggle in the dham. I struggle to always remember Krishna and never forget him. And then there are material struggles also that I won't be able to list, otherwise your Vyas Puja day will be over. But in these struggles, I find solace through your example. The struggles that you have been through in India, on the Jaladuta, in America, in London, in Africa, and more, to give me every listed thing makes my difficulties seem infinitesimally insignificant. I think I've rarely ever prayed to Krishna to distribute your books. But every time I prayed to you, I found a needy soul. I found someone who was lost and looking for your mercy. Every time I looked at you in Kirtan, I was graced with an ability to sing louder for the Lord, even if physically my throat couldn't bear any more. Every time I thought of preaching, you provided me with an opportunity to help someone in their spiritual life. Every time I have wanted to serve Krishna in any way, you made it possible for someone as fallen as me to get a small chance. I have received your mercy through and through. Actually, I am a product of your mercy. I recently started to listen to the memories of your disciples, and the memories that your disciples have of you and the impact that you had on them is unbelievable. Thank you for the gems of disciples that you have given to us. Dearest Prabhupada, I heard a pastime of you that made me realize how much causeless mercy you have given to this world. A spiritual daughter of yours was glorifying you on your Vyas Puja day to a classroom of children. Suddenly, a golden aircraft appeared before the children and your dear disciple. They saw very beautiful and effulgent personalities sitting in the aircraft with a picture of you, intently trying to listen to your glorification and ushering her to continue. But she was shocked. She inquired from them about who they were and why they are here. And they said, "We are actually the demigods from heaven." But no matter. Please continue, dear mother. We are here to listen to this beautiful glorification that you are offering. Do you think Srila Prabhupada is only your guru? He is the guru of all the three worlds. Ebe Jasa Ghushuk Tribhuvana, the Lord and the Master of all the three worlds. Such is our Srila Prabhupada. We have done nothing to receive anything that you have given us, your affection, your compassion, or your mercy. Yet you grace us so, and that is why you are Jagat Guru. Thank you for allowing me to come to this path and hold on to your lotus feet. And to those who understand the reference, thank you for letting me hold on to those who are holding on to your dhoti all the way to the spiritual world. Dear Srila Prabhupada, let me remember your sacrifices, guidance, and love, not just for today's Vyas Puja day, but for every day, for every moment. May my whole life be dedicated to you and your mission. May I serve you and always stay in ISKCON. May I always remember your instructions, your insignificant but aspiring granddaughter, Pari.
Jai Hari Bol. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai.
Beautiful offering. Thank you. Thank you for
Krishna.
sharing. So we have one more last for today. It's Manmohini Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Danvat Pranams.
Hare Krishna Dandavat.
Please accept my humble obeisances, Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Dearest Srila Prabhupada, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. At your lotus feet we bow with love and gratitude. By your mercy, the holy name dances on our lips and devotion awakens within our hearts. You carry Krishna's message across the ocean, planting seeds of bhakti in every land, every hearts. Your words are jewel that guides us. Your compassion is a shelter without end. Truly, what would I have been doing with my life if you had not given us the gift of Krishna Bhakti? Without your guidance, shelter, and wisdom, how could we face the endless obstacles of material existence? All glories to you, eternal servant of Sri Sri Radha Krishna. All glories to your tireless service to Lord Gauranga. May we always remain instruments in your mission and serve with the same joy, courage, and devotion you have showed. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for everything that you have given us. Thank you, Mataji, for giving me time.
Hari Bol Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Short and sweet, so nice. Thank you so much, devotees, for sharing. I know there are many devotees who have already written the homages and many want to share, but yeah, because of the time. But we thank you all for sharing today. We are so fortunate and so blessed to be under the shelter of Srila Prabhupada's movement. With Srila Prabhupada, so many disciples guiding and caring for us, and the community of devotees. What else we need? As all of you has mentioned already, now it is for us to see how best we can offer something in whatever capacity, big or small, we can offer in the mission of Srila Prabhupada. Maybe we can't do something big. Okay, someone is doing big, then we can assist them. So it doesn't matter in what shape, what form, what size, doesn't matter. But it's a time for all of us to, offer something in return, and everyone is trying their best in some way or other. So let us all of us pray deeply to Srila Prabhupada, that we remain united as he desired, and put our best, to please him. So thank you so much again for coming today and sharing your wonderful realization. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Very well. Thank you so much, devotees, for joining. Let me see if I can give the darshan. I think probably Jagannath would have gone rest. Do you have anything else to share before? This 23rd is a MSF, the monthly Sankirtan festival. As we know, Srila Prabhupada's deep desire is for us to go and distribute these books. These books are magical. Even one word someone reads, their life can change. I mean, if I start, then it will go on for a long time, so I'm not elaborating on it. But it's mind-blowing. This is a glorious service. We can get a lot of realization standing in the street, distributing Srila Prabhupada's books. Personally, for us to deepen our relationship with him and Krishna. And also so much that is a glorious, it's a privilege, it is a special mercy. That we are becoming an instrument in giving instrument of love and compassion, an instrument of love and compassion in the hands of Srila Prabhupada. How glorious it is. So please don't miss this opportunity. This month, it is also very special. This 23rd is Holiness Jai Advaita Swami Maharaj is also joining us. He's one of Srila Prabhupada's very senior disciple. And Srila Prabhupada's disciples they are in their 70s. Yet their enthusiasm, their determination, their desire to please Srila Prabhupada is ever fresh, powerful. And even his health, he's in his 70s, but yet he wants to come in the streets and be with all of us and distribute Srila Prabhupada's books. So it's a very special MSF. We request all of you, please come. If you can come in the morning, great. You can hear the Srimad Bhagavatam class and then have prasadam and then join Maharaj, with the distribution. And then there will be a after party, in the Mood Cafe. Maharaj will come. He's going to give a talk. There's going to be reflection on the book distribution. Even the reflections, when we hear the reflections, very powerful. Each devotee has his own, is getting his own reciprocation from Srila Prabhupada. That's very wonderful and inspiring to hear. So those reflections will be there, and of course, amazing prasadam, singing and dancing. So if you can't come for the whole day, you can come for some part. Even it could be a morning, it could be just for a few hours. That's wonderful. Plus, please make an effort, to come. That would be very, very wonderful. You will feel so uplifted and completely satisfied in doing this beautiful service. And even kids can come, anyone can come. That's going to be so amazing. So this is one of the results of Srila Prabhupada. We can practically, be there and please him. So yeah, thank you so much. This is the one announcement I would like to make. 23rd Saturday, MSF. So kindly join us. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hari bol. Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna, can you see? Hare Krishna, devotees, can you see the darshan?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
No, Mataji, it is blank. Oh, okay. Yeah, now I can see.
Yeah, can you?
Yes, Mataji. We have
Yeah,
spotlighted.
my hands were, yes. Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jai Subhadra Maharani, Sudarshan Chakra ki Jai, Shishi Gaurnitai ki Jai, Panchatattva ki Jai, Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. We have all other deities as well. Yeah. So all have come for Janmashtami Vyasa Puja to shower their mercy. So thank you so much for everyone. So we are so blessed. By mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we can see that the number of devotees worshipping Shishi Gaur-Nitai is increasing more and more. So how can we even think of repaying back to Srila Prabhupada? Every single thing what we are doing here is purely His mercy. And we can practically see here. So yeah, very grateful to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone for joining today. We will catch up next Monday and hope to see you all on the 23rd MSF day. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare
Thank you so
Krishna.
much.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Pranams.